Good morning. My name's Benton McMullen, or Ben McMullen. For those of you that don't know me, I've been an elder here for 9 years. I did my third term as an elder. I'm hoping to serve another 3-year term if you guys will have me. So it's been a blessing the last 9 years to serve this church, and I thank you for that. So each 3 years, the potential elder has to give their faith story, and that's what I'm doing here today. A lot of you probably know this story, especially if you're involved with the men's group. I just did this a few weeks ago in there. So anyway, I was raised in a good family. My mom and dad were both there, and they were very loving people. And they raised me to be a Catholic. So as a young boy, I went to catechism and got confirmed, and so I could accept the communion at the Catholic Church. But after that, my family kind of fell away from the church, and we went on the holidays and stuff like that. That's the only time we went. And so I believed in God. He was in my head, but he wasn't really in my heart. I didn't have the relationship back then with God that I have today. So in my 20s and 30s, I didn't go to church much. You could probably count on one hand how many times I went to church in 20 years. So I was a very sinful person. I experimented with alcohol and drugs and other things. I didn't want a Lord in my life. I didn't want someone running my life. I wanted to be in control, and I wanted to be in charge of my own life. After my college years, I moved to Minneapolis area to pursue a computer programming career. My life didn't change. I lived with non-Christian roommates. I lived with my girlfriends. I was just going down the same path. When I moved back to the Minocqua area in 1996, I was a single man. I moved back to help my dad with his surveying and soil testing business. So in 1999, a very special person entered my life, and that was DJ, my wife. She had an 8-year-old daughter at the time, Kayla, and her and I started dating, and we got married in 2001. And then we had Madeline in 2003. So when Madeline was about 2 years old, my life started to change. I was watching a lot of science shows that supposedly prove there was no God. And I was kind of on the fence at that time, trying to decide whether I was going to be an atheist or a Christian. I remember DJ and I discussing we had to maybe start going to church because Madeline was young and we wanted some direction and stuff like that. So I remember one morning in particular where I was watching one of my science shows and DJ was folding laundry, and I went in to her and I said, if we're going to start this church thing, I want to do it with 100% of effort to give Christianity a chance. So we started church shopping, and we ended up here at Faith. We started attending regularly, and I remember one of the services that Rick was preaching, and he said at the end of that service, he said, if you want to accept Jesus into your life, or if you want to talk to someone more about Jesus, go in the back room and someone will be there to meet you. And that was the old library room. And I went back there and I met with Jay Gruters, and some of you may know him. We talked, we prayed, and I accepted Jesus into my life that day in this church. From then on, my life changed. Jesus is now my Lord and Savior, and he's in control of my life, and he's always there for me. So I hope to serve him as many years as I can, and one of those things would be to serve him as another 3 years, doing another 3-year elder term. And just out of gratitude for what he's done for me in my life. If any of you want to talk to me more about this, I'll be around, and just feel free to come up to me anytime. All right. Thanks a lot.